According to God, you are not a random occurrence in nature. Your highest destiny is the purpose I provide you with in life. The Father declares that there are no insignificant responsibilities in His kingdom. All duties are significant. I am assigning you to the central position of my objectives, and I am willing to write with your intent. Now is the opportune moment to actively participate in and synchronize yourself with my intentions. Conforming to the beliefs and actions of ordinary individuals leads to dispersion and decline unless you prioritize aligning yourself with me. Are you prepared to undertake the task independently? You expressed a desire to be at the forefront of innovation. You expressed your desire to pioneer the path. Trailblazers and individuals possessing the breaker anointing frequently embark on lonely endeavors, confronting seemingly insurmountable challenges. The Father asserts that without courage, there can be no honor or success. You are familiar with me. Once more, I assert that you are familiar with my identity. Now, proceed and carry out the achievements that I have predetermined for you to accomplish. The most profound anguish is experienced by those who meticulously strive for success, yet are haunted by the missed opportunities that could have been seized if only they had been bold enough. Take risks, advises the Father. Engage in a perilous activity that challenges the realm of darkness. Manipulate your opponent into setting his alarm clock 1 hour forward as you have finally embraced the role of destiny, which signifies the imminent demise of the monotonous oppression in your life. According to divine instruction, one should entrust all their concerns and worries to the Almighty. I have a deep concern for your well-being. I possess the ability to perceive and comprehend every issue and situation, and I am fully capable of managing them all. The challenges that you face are insignificant to me. Are you aware of my strong determination to have a positive impact on your life? I am fully willing and eager to act on your side. When you engage in prayer regarding the provision, deliverance, or redemption of your loved one, I am keenly attentive to your pleas. I do not possess any reluctance to answer your petition, thus you do not need to overcome it. I am not an aged individual with long, white facial hair, occupying a remote seat of power. I do not see your suffering and acknowledge it with a knowing nod as if I derive some sick satisfaction from the hardships in your life. The Father asserts that he has been depicted as an erroneous image by individuals who should possess superior understanding. When you contemplate the nature of my affection for you, do not base your judgment solely on prayers that appear to have gone unanswered, and assume that I have forsaken you. Direct your gaze on the crucifix. The cross serves as my enduring response to each plea from your heart. The blood shed on the cross is how I provide for every necessity. The crown of thorns symbolizes my solution to any paralyzing fear and anguish that afflicts you. The stripes on my back serve as my response to any bodily state other than optimal well-being. Embrace me fully today, declares the Father. Place your concerns upon me and rest assured that I am diligently working on your behalf. Pay close attention to my voice and carry out the instructions I give you, both in your actions and in your words. I shall be joining you this season to fulfill and accomplish my desires for your benefit. The Father's utmost delight is to bestow upon you the kingdom and enable my kingdom to impress its essence of righteousness, joy, and peace into every facet of your being. According to God, I am not responsible for providing weak and inferior favors. Whenever I undertake a task in my life, I always strive for the highest level of quality and excellence. I arrive to ensure that you possess life, and not just any life, but a life that is significantly more plentiful. Resources are abundant. I have committed to provide a plentiful amount. Request for that, as instructed by the Father, and that is what will be provided. You have requested me, and you have inquired of me, but I advise you to ask more extensively. Request the unattainable, the improbable, and the improbable. Set exceedingly high expectations for me that go beyond what is considered ordinary. I possess extraordinary capabilities and offer exceptional answers and provisions. I possess exceptional problem-solving abilities. I am fully equipped to provide extensive assistance beyond mere support in managing the challenges you currently face in your life. My grace eradicates loads and eradicates yokes. I have only one obligation and responsibility for you, and that obligation and responsibility are effortless and not burdensome. Let us proceed with simplicity today, shall we? I, as the divine being, have the title of the Lord, and there are no challenges that are beyond my capabilities. Consequently, there are no obstacles that you, as an individual, cannot overcome, as I reside within you. The Father declares that today He is challenging you to break free from limited and narrow-minded thinking. Expand your perspective. Expand the scope of your dreams. Have greater optimism. Anticipate the unattainable. It defines my identity and character, and it encompasses my actions and pursuits. According to God, boldness is considered a virtue. The Father encourages you to be bold and daring in your daily endeavors. Approach your endeavors of love today with bold and daring confidence. Formulate ambitious plans. Embrace love with boldness. Today, the Father encourages you to boldly embrace challenges. Today, go forth and act as if every commitment I have ever made is genuine and coming to fruition in your existence. You have been reborn into a realm where all possibilities exist. The constraints and shortcomings in your life are the consequences of the decline. When I lowered my head and died on the cross, I absolved your debts and proclaimed abundance upon you. Experience boundless love today. Seek out someone to whom you may express your affection, akin to a libation that is deserving of the significance of the cross. Delight someone with an abundance of affection. May each individual you encounter today experience the profound impact of my love flowing through your existence. Surprise an unexpected somebody with an abundance of affection. The Father declares that love is infallible. Upon entering the realm of love, one will discover that it does not require the use of protective headgear. Love is impervious to danger as it is invincible and unfailingly achieves its objective. Spread the boundless and unwavering love of the Father to the person you know who exhibits the least affection today. Are you able to perceive the intense feeling of enthusiasm? By expressing love, you also liberate yourself. Love has the power to completely upend every aspect of your existence, even when it seems to go against the very nature of love. Today, the Father proclaims that the impulsive force of love will surprise your adversaries and overcome every scheme of evil aimed at you. According to God, human frailty is a widespread state, yet it does not encompass the entirety of the situation. Following the resurrection, I welcomed the disciples by proclaiming, "I have been granted complete authority in both the celestial and terrestrial realms." This statement provides a reason for celebration, just like it did for my followers. At that same moment, they were trembling in terror, anticipating being forcefully taken to their demise by the Roman authority. By exhaling upon them, I extinguished their existence and thereafter altered the course of their world and all of human history. I am replicating in you, on a comparable magnitude, what I accomplished through them. I implore you to embrace, have faith in, and foresee the forthcoming transformation. The angel of change is available to commence the process of change. What is the extent of my potential within you? Has the ideology of disbelief so deeply influenced your mindset that you no longer believe that dramatic transformation is merely a slogan? What specific changes would you like to witness? I am not contacting you to make you powerful or utilize you as a resource in and of yourself. That would indicate a display of excessive self-importance and an excessive admiration of oneself. The Father is pushing you to have unwavering faith in the essence of who I am within you. The global landscape is transforming. The vociferous grievances of various ethnicities across the globe are on the rise. Men are attributing responsibility to one another and accusing one another due to their lack of authority and inability to provide solutions. The Father advises against doing that. Avoid relying on individuals at any level and entertain the notion that if only they were different, your life would improve. Such thinking confines you in a state of hopelessness and deprives you of the positive outcomes that I have prepared for you. Place your trust in the accomplishments I have achieved for you and the essence of my being that resides within you. Understand that the all power that I granted to my followers is the same all power that also resides within you. Harness that power within you and take action to bring about transformation. Initiate transformation in your daily routine. Initiate transformation in your household, your professional environment, your local society, and beyond. I am the catalyst for transformation, and you serve as the conduit through which I operate. The Father asserts, "Have faith in me. Collaborate with me. You will witness the outcome and experience satisfaction." God is instructing you to embrace normalcy. The Father encourages striving for normalcy. Jesus arrived on earth with the purpose of showcasing and establishing a standard for the typical state of being for humans. I designed you to overcome significant challenges and achieve great feats. I designed you to communicate with storms and exert authority over them by commanding them to cease their activity. If you possess unwavering belief, no obstacle, including illness, will be able to withstand your determination. The obstacles you currently encounter in your life will diminish when you embrace the extraordinary as the standard for your daily encounters. Have you ever pondered the reason for my prolonged delay of more than 3 decades before proceeding to the crucifixion? Why did I not take the most direct way to the cross? Why did I choose to exhibit the divine nature over 3 years in front of a group of individuals who would ultimately refuse to accept me? Each day of my existence, I eagerly anticipated demonstrating to you via my actions what it means to be united with the Father in your own life. I felt immense joy witnessing the gleam of enlightenment in the eyes of my disciples as they observed me performing miracles, realizing that they were envisioning themselves carrying out such extraordinary feats. I have made arrangements before my departure for you to carry out these tasks and even more significant accomplishments. Strive to achieve this fundamental level of morally pure, empowered, and divinely chosen humanity. This is the attire that awaits you each morning. Awaken to the elegant and dignified attire of divine favor that elevates you from the ordinary state of helplessness caused by sin. The mountains will quake in response to your presence. Your mere presence will cause sickness to diminish. Demons will strategically arrange their schedule to avoid your presence. The statement from the Father affirms that this is the share assigned to you and your rightful claim as my offspring. Today, God declares that heaven is near you. Every aspect of your existence is under the control of my thoughts, declares the Father. My volition is present where my mind resides. Your words, prayers, and affirmations have the power to bring about the manifestation of my pre-existing will in your favor. When you utter the phrase, "Thy will be done," you are invoking the manifestation of my will. The Father asserts that His will is not located in a distant and unreachable domain. In my previous statement during my earthly existence, I proclaimed, "The realm under my rule is near you." The boundaries of my kingdom encompass your surroundings. Truly, my kingdom resides within you. It is illogical to pray, "If it is thy will," for something that I have already made explicit commitments to. I committed to providing for you. I have assured you that you will receive the benefits and advantages of my superior authority in your life. When you inquire of me on my unequivocal commitments, you are depleting your faith and substituting it with opinions influenced by rational thinking. The Father explicitly instructs them not to engage in that behavior. I possess volition. I have my will readily available. Invoke the realization of my desires, and the divine realm shall manifest on the physical plane. Utter my words in your current circumstances, and provisions will manifest. According to the Father, it is not a magical phenomenon. By expressing my desires, you are manifesting my love in the same profound manner that it was demonstrated on a solitary hill near Jerusalem 2 millennia ago. The loyalty I showed on the cross is now evident in your life as you align your actions with my desire and my promises. The Father declares that it is a fresh day. Utter your words and expedite towards that specific day, and you shall undoubtedly relish its advantages. You inquired about the whereabouts of God in this situation, as per your statement. The Father affirms that the fundamental bestowal from the throne is present upon you, surrounding you, and within you. The Father declares that His kingdom is not distinct from you. I am present alongside you, residing within you, and will never abandon or desert you. I will always remain by your side and never abandon you to rely solely on your resources. The Father will be revealed to you when you earnestly and sincerely search for me, both internally and wholeheartedly. If you are unable to locate me in the given circumstance, the Father advises you to seek me within the depths of your own heart. That is the location where I spilled blood to establish my dwelling. The Father declares that the path to reaching my presence is a journey that goes inward and upward. I am not a distant deity. I explicitly stated that I am not a distant deity. I am in such proximity to you that I am even nearer than the inhalation of air through your nostrils. I am in closer proximity to you than your hands and feet. I have utilized the entirety of my being amid your condition and circumstances. According to the Father, once you have the same level of understanding about me as I have about myself, you will recognize me as the guiding force and the existence within your own human heart. The Father affirms that He is relying on the innermost part of your being, where I reside, for support. You will find me there. There, I will demonstrate to you my power, assistance, and the manifestation of my entire being to fulfill all your needs. God is instructing you to adopt the mindset of Christ as your own today. The entirety of existence was conceived within my consciousness before the utterance, "Let there be light." The power emanating from my spirit was responsible for imbuing each living entity with a distinct design and structure. I have bestowed upon you this intellect and this essence. It is your responsibility to allow this mindset to exist within you. Your mind and spirit will function similarly to mine. The Father declares that His intellect and spirit are the primary catalysts for His Lordship. By proclaiming, "All power is given to me in heaven and earth," I intended to grant you access to that power. What do you plan to do with the significance of my crucifixion, which is meant to be internalized by you? I am aware that your current emotions do not align with this statement. You experience a sense of powerlessness. You perceive yourself to be subject to the whims of nature and the unpredictable forces of fate. I have a query for you. What would happen if you did not exist? What if you experienced a sense of weakness, despite being infused with the immense force and knowledge that governs the creation of celestial bodies and sustains all sentient beings? What if the blood of the cross genuinely granted you the authority to independently own and exercise that power for yourself and on behalf of others? Is it possible that the act of releasing energy is the essence of prayer and declaration? What does the Father say next? I am displeased with the way others perceive me today. I am not the detached, remote, or cruel father that they mistakenly believe me to be. The concept of a Father God is considered perverse by me, as stated by the Father. The connection between us serves as the remedy for that misunderstanding. I have appointed you to convey enlightenment concerning my affection and concern for everyone within your sphere of influence. Convey my affection to them. Inform them that I harbor no anger or feelings of disappointment towards them. Inform even those individuals whom you perceive as being the least deserving that I harbor deep affection for them, since my love for them is unwavering and eternal. I am the source of illumination, and you are the embodiment of the illumination I was alluding to. I designed you to be an illuminator. I designed you to be the epitome of my affection, just as Joseph and Benjamin were the objects of Abraham's utmost adoration. You are summoned to serve as an illuminating force in my life and to radiate illumination to people in your vicinity. You serve as an illuminator by enabling the reflection of my relationship with you onto others. Inform them, as instructed by the Father, and I will ensure that you receive the benefits of being honest individuals on this planet. God desires for you to encounter today the same divine power that was set in motion during the initial stages of creation. I observed the void and expressed my wishes. I am currently speaking over you. My feelings towards you encompass joy, achievement, satisfaction, and meaning. The Father assures you that you will not be excluded. Every aspect of your life will be affected, just as I addressed every aspect when I stated, "Let there be light." In the act of creation, I also declared, "May the earth give rise to living organisms." I am creating and manifesting my life inside you, declares the Father. You are the embodiment of my world. You are my dwelling place. The Father declares over you, "I command you to reproduce and increase in number." I declare upon you, may this existence abound with vibrant beings that bestow blessings, happiness, and satisfaction. According to the Father, heaven is not a monastery. It is not a location characterized by simplicity or emptiness, where folks speak quietly with deep respect. The atmosphere in heaven is characterized by a boisterous and tumultuous noise. Heaven is disrespectful. In heaven, there are no spiritual entities associated with any one religion, as they did not originate there. Amidst the most sacred and revered places, there exists an atmosphere of mirth, happiness, and a close bond between rulers and nobles. The creative power within you essentially possesses the capacity to satisfy any desire. Within you lie numerous wants that were instilled in the realm of unfulfilled spirits before your arrival on Earth. We engaged in joint negotiations in the celestial realm before your birth. We engaged in the process of purchasing a residential property. We choose a buddy. We celebrated collectively the presence of your offspring and companions. Allow your desires to manifest with exuberance through a joyful proclamation. The Father declares that the enemy will no longer have control or authority over you. May the celestial realm manifest in your earthly existence today. The Father claims that what He has for you is almost fantastical. Allow your heart to express joyful laughter with a "bah ha ha." I am aware that this contradicts what you have been instructed. However, the knowledge that has been imparted to you has not been yielding the desired results, has it? Be obedient to your Father and enjoy a splendid day that I have specifically planned for you today. It was a day filled with happiness and success as a fortunate descendant of heaven's ruler. God asserts that you can do anything because I am the deity who encompasses all potentialities. The Father asserts that authority is inherent to you as it is a result of my presence inside you and my inherent nature and character to govern over every circumstance. As the Father, I affirm that because I am the Lord, you are consequently positioned in a position of power and control. Exercise your power with your judgment. The Father's statement of faith in you implies that you can rely on the actions I have taken and the essence of my being within you. The Father asserts that He is completely unfamiliar with the concept of compromise or doing partial actions. Your triumph over sin, death, and the devil is complete. Do not establish any agreements with the adversary. Do not presume that if you choose to isolate yourself from him, he will reciprocate and refrain from bothering you. Avoid emulating the behavior of the rabbit that remains motionless in the presence of a predator. Emulate the lion, who vehemently vocalizes his opposition to any intruder within his domain. Make each day a relentless pursuit of progress against the malevolent forces that are attempting to encroach upon you. To effectively combat the relentless enemy, you must adopt an unwavering and aggressive approach, known as a scorched earth policy, to wage war against the forces of evil. The Father states that when he created the heaven and the earth, he did not have any financial limitations. I neglected to seek advice from a lender or bank regarding the necessity of reducing my plans. Whenever I required something, I manifested it through spoken words. Despite your current state of complete deprivation, I want you to be aware that wealth and prosperity are destined to be yours. You are currently within my kingdom, and the boundaries of my kingdom within you are infinite and boundless. Consequently, you possess endless and boundless potential. According to my domain, the Father is considered to be a realm encompassing all potential outcomes. Did he not mention that I shall produce the outcome of verbal expression? Please widen your mouth, and I will provide it with contents. Within my domain, you possess the ability to manifest anything. I possess complete authority in both heaven and earth, and I have bestowed upon you that supreme power through the sacrifice of the cross. The Father declares a call to action: rise. Today marks the beginning of a new era, which you are invited to embrace and find joy in.